Hello, my name is Shweihninzy and I have another foundation to test out for you guys. It's been a hot minute since I've tested a foundation. I actually got this YSL All Hours foundation. Thank you to Yves Saint Laurent Beauty for gifting this to me. So thank you so much, complimentary to them. This is the up to 24-hour flawless matte full coverage oil-free foundation. I actually think Jeffree Star was wearing this in his most recent video, kind of talking about the Shane Dawson series and everything like that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea Jeffree Star really liked this foundation, so now I feel really cool and spicy. So I've got this to try out. I also have some KKW Beauty things to try. I bought this myself, so I'm going to be trying. This is the contour stick in light, so I'm going to be testing this out as well. Going to be diving back into the Conspiracy palette, just going to play around with makeup here, but let's see if this foundation can cover my acne. If you could see the mess behind me, you know what? I think I'll just show it to you. As you can see, I'm in the process of moving, and if you guys know anything about moving, you know that it takes a process, it takes a village, it takes every ounce of energy that you have to concentrate, packing and all that stuff. So I'm super excited to finally be moving into my own apartment. I've lived on my own before, but it's been, if you want me to go into that, it's been just kind of a difficult journey just with my mental health and just graduating from university and finding jobs and all that kind of stuff. And so if you guys want me to delve into that more, I definitely can. I know I asked you guys on Instagram if you had any questions for me, and a lot of you guys left amazing questions, and I still haven't filmed that video, so I will get around to that, don't worry. But as you guys know, I'm just gonna put some eyeshadow primer on my eyelids because they're oily. You guys know the drill. On one side of my face, I use a sponge for my foundation, and then on the other side, I go in with a brush. So on one side of my face, since this is a Jeffree Star favorite foundation, I thought I would use the Morphe Jeffree Star sponges. Mine has a big old chunk missing because one of my acrylic nails got in there and took a chunk out, so we'll use this side. And then on the other side, I always use the Sigma F80, which is my favorite foundation brush. This stuff packs the pigment on. Let's dive in. Like I said, this is supposed to be a matte full coverage foundation, and Jeffree Star really likes it. I got mine in the color BD10 Warm Porcelain, so hopefully this matches me okay. It definitely has a fragrance to it. This does have SPF in it, and it's not titanium dioxide, which I found I actually have an issue with. It's actually the I can't say that word, oxygenate. So it has 3% of that if you are sensitive to sunscreen. But wow, this foundation feels really nice. I've had issues with higher end foundations in the past. I've done a couple. You guys can check those out if you're interested. And I just don't like them at all. They just, I don't know. For my skin, they just don't work. But this one actually looks really luminous to me. The scent isn't too bad. I don't know if that's maybe the soap. I can't tell if that was the soap that I used to clean my sponge with, or if it's the foundation. On my skin with the sponge, looks pretty decent. I have to say it's not covering up. I have a lot of really dark, like, cysts on my face, and I can tell the sponge is definitely soaking up a lot of the product. Let's try it with the brush on the other side. It's definitely the foundation that has that scent to it. I think the brush side definitely has more coverage It doesn't look as skin-like on the brush side though, just because the sponge and the, you know, the wetness from that kind of adds more of a skin-like texture, but you know, this has more coverage. I'm just gonna kind of blend all over so you guys can see. I'll dim the lights a little bit so you can kind of see what we're working with, but it actually looks pretty decent. It doesn't feel cakey or gross or anything like that. It's definitely clinging to a lot of the dryness on the brush side as well, and on my eyelids too. Here's a super in-depth look what it looks like, but I don't know if you guys can see just like the clinging and the dryness that it's showing here a little bit. I'm gonna kind of blend it in with my sponge because it definitely looks better on the sponge side for sure, but I definitely feel like I need more coverage. So I'm gonna put some more on here. Yeah, when you add more, it definitely looks more like foundation, like you've got something on. Jeffree Star has like flawless skin, and literally I think anything would look really good on him. Me on the other hand, I have large pores, texture, acne scarring, acne, and I feel like everything just looks garbage. There are good foundations. There really are good ones for my skin, so I know that there is hope. There is hope for me, but this one's just not. Especially with it being winter right now, everything is going to look a little bit drier. I'm gonna go ahead and do my concealer. Anything that I put on my face, I always link down below, so definitely check that stuff out. But I'll be back to show you guys my eyeshadow, and we'll see what it all looks like when it comes together. What am I doing? I said I was gonna be testing these out. So I went ahead and just put my concealer on and set that. But I've noticed, so you guys know I always use the Huda Beauty concealer, and everything just looks really like cakey under my eyes and just really dry, and I normally don't get that. But anyway, we'll move on. So like I said, I've got the Contour Duo in Light from Kim Kardashian herself. Oh, and it comes with 2 sticks here. So we've got the contour, 2 different contour shades, and then we've got the 2 highlighting shades. So I guess I could have used those for my like highlighting and stuff. All right, so there's Light 1 and Light 2. There's a very, very subtle difference. I think I'm gonna go in with Light 1 possibly. Let's see what that looks like. And these are cream, by the way. Oh, hopefully I blended. You see how much scarring I've got like in the back here? Not cute. And I've heard these are just really creamy. Oh, so Kim always is like, do it in a 3. So we'll go in a 3. 3. Oh, wow. Those like really blend. Oh my goodness, they like disappear. I am barely putting any pressure, and these really blend. Let's try Light 2 on the other side, actually. It's very subtle. These are so creamy. Oh my gosh. I know people on YouTube were like, these are super creamy. They are super creamy. And they blend out so easily. I always stayed away from cream because it just was so hard to blend. Yeah, this one is a little bit darker, if you can see. It just adds that little extra something. Now, I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I have one eye done, just something really simple. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into the eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with the color Tanacon on a Morphe. Oh my goodness, I can't even tell what it is. The stuff came right off. This shade is just a beautiful like transition color. And make sure I have like a little bit extra powder underneath it, but make sure you tap off the excess because the Jeffree Star eyeshadows tend to kind of get everywhere. And then I'm going in with a Sigma E41 and the same shade, and I'm going to kind of wing that color out a little bit. Oh, I didn't even listen to my own advice, and you can see there's a little bit of fallout down there, but I'm just going to wing this out a little bit, ever so slightly, and then connect it under. And then going in with a Zoeva 227 and taking the color Cheese Dust and putting that all over the lid. And for some reason, the Jeffree Star eyeshadows really make my eyes water. I don't really have that problem with any other eyeshadow. I don't know if there's just like a higher amount of like a certain ingredient. And then taking Ranch, gonna put that on with my finger, do kind of like a halo, but it's not like a serious halo. And then taking the Mitchell, you can use like the Urban Decay, oh my goodness, the Urban Decay like sparkles and do the same thing. I'm just going over that. Just to add some more sparkle. And then I winged, you know, with some eyeliner and everything, so I'll go ahead and put some false lashes on. Oh, I have my KKW lipstick in Nude 3, which is super pretty. It's not a matte color, it's more like a shiny one, so it's not too cakey looking or whatever. Hopefully y'all can see that, but I'm gonna wing my eyeliner and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So here is what the foundation looks like with setting spray, which I just put on. I used Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day in the flavor Watermelon. This stuff is amazing. The only setting spray that I've repurchased over and over and over again. Love this stuff. And it definitely took off some of that cakiness, but so far I notice it's definitely like emphasizes the lines. Like if I go like this, then it kind of stays like that. It doesn't feel too set, even though I did set it with my Maybelline SuperStay powder. I'm gonna go ahead and set it some more, just because I don't like how like sticky that's feeling. I always use the Maybelline SuperStay products, but yeah, here's what everything looks like. I think the contour and everything turned out really, really nice. Kind of helped my bronzer and stuff pop a little bit more. Again, all the products that I used will be down below. The time is currently 3:21. I apologize. Oh, there's my cat Luna. If you guys haven't followed her on Instagram, you need to. So yeah, it's a little bit late. I was getting some other things done this morning, but yeah, let's see how this foundation wears throughout the day. Hello, it is nighttime now, and the time is currently, pardon my phone, 9:05. So I've had this foundation on for about 6 hours-ish. Almost 6 hours, more like 5.5 hours. And I have to say it looks pretty decent. It actually is blending with my oils pretty well. The only part that looks kind of gross is like around my nose, which is separating a little bit. And I don't like the fact that it emphasizes the lines in my forehead. So if I go like this and then relax, the lines just kind of stay there. I don't know if I just have to set it quicker next time if I'm wearing it, but I don't notice it breaking me out at all. I mean, I have a tiny little pustule right here on my face, but otherwise it doesn't seem to be breaking me out like other foundations have in the past. So maybe Jeffree was onto something. I'll leave this linked down below for you guys if you want to check it out. I believe it's around the $50 to $60 price point, so it's definitely something that you need to treat yourself with. It's not something that you should, I mean, this shouldn't be your everyday foundation or anything like that, but for Jeffree Star, he can have it be his everyday foundation because he bougie. Props to him. But yeah, this is definitely interesting foundation. It definitely surprised me, so here's to you. Thank you, YSL, for making me feel bougie and actually holding up. I should do a 24-hour wear test with this. Let me know if you guys would be interested if I actually did that. I know I did it kind of late, so I'm not able to do 24 hours, but that would be quite interesting. I'm pretty sure my face would be a giant zit. But like I said, I'm in the process of moving. I'm extremely stressed right now, and I'm actually going to be doing moving vlogs, so I'm going to be starting those, so those will be coming a little bit later. But yeah, I'm excited to be filming moving vlogs for you guys, and I'm just excited to be out of my parents' house, and yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know what you guys want me to film. I'm kind of running out of ideas because I've noticed like some of my other videos that aren't foundation related don't get as much views as I think they should. I work really hard. I love eyeshadow like a lot more than foundation, so I don't know. Let me guys know what you're interested in. Let me know what you guys would like to watch. It's so late. I'm super tired. I have a headache. My body hurts. My hip hurts. My knees hurt. My feet hurt. I'm a grandma. That's something else I need to talk to you guys about as well, is my car accident and what that has done for me. It happened when, let's see, it'll be 8 years ago on November 20th. I was 20 years old. Kind of crazy. I can't, wow. Let me know if you guys would be interested if I did a video on that, because yeah, only some of you guys know about my car accident because of my other channel. I'm just blabbering on. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have an awesome day.